once again, you would think that it wouldn't have happened, but here it is.
For a full fun-packed show tonight.
Well, come on in if you did. Have a seat. Just don't get in front of the camera.
Our door just opened up, so all right, whatever. So I didn't see nobody there, but no, okay.
Must be the dog.
Must be the dog. Hey, I want to get up there and give a big shout out to our friends, family, special.
I've been visited right here on the show by my most favorite daughter-in-law in the whole world.
Who's that? Amber.
Amber.
Say, hey Amber, how you doing?
Big thumbs up.
Big thumbs up. Hey, I want to say hi to my wife. Thank you for letting me do all this. Man, I sure appreciate all this. Hey, I got, there's a couple of, we got some of our supporters out there that helped us out throughout times. I'm going to go ahead and give it out there. You got Trey Batson, man. He hooked us up with some vehicles in the past. He's a big supporter of all things paranormal. Go see him over there at the Honda place over there at Mid-County. Also, I'm taking King Motors over at Vider. Y'all go see them guys, too. So what else?
Tyler Troutman.
Troutman. Tyler knows everything.
Tyler knows everything. Y'all check him out on Facebook. He has stuff every week, and it's like a variety show of different things. And man, he has some of the top-notch people that's going.
Yeah, go see him. Also, there's one other fellow that we want to get up there, and Dave Darren. Y'all get, I think his show's on tonight at 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock or so. Check it out on Facebook, man. Check out the Dave Darren show. He's a pretty good fella too. Check him out. So
while we're checking things out, we're going to go ahead and go to this.
Yes. Hey, this is Don, All Things Paranormal. Hey, check out our e-store at allthingsparanormaltx.com. We got shirts, hats, and cups. Give us a holler if you want one. All Things Paranormal. Hey, this is Don, All Things Paranormal. Hey, check out our e-store at allthingsparanormaltx.com. We got shirts, hats, and cups. Give us a holler if you want one. All Things Paranormal. All right, we're back.
Dead live.
So now here we are. We're going to get up there and start this show off. Hey, so y'all check this out right here, man. So now look.
This is a hint.
This is a hint what our show is going to be about tonight.
It's a rag.
Regular rag.
It's my Uso or whatever it is.
Whatever that Machu Picchu. I call that Little Picchu.
Little Picchu?
Little Picchu. Check it out right there. See?
There it is. Look.
There it is. It's still in there.
You hear it?
Still there.
Still there. Uh-oh, it's gone.
No Pichu.
Gone. It just disappeared.
Vanished. Little Pichu is gone.
Little Pichu gone.
So, what's that about our show tonight?
Well, that's telling you about our show. Is about things that disappears and reappears.
Isn't that something?
We're not limited to just one or two things that come up missing. We talk about things that just up and just vanishes. Right in front of our eyes, stuff that's been documented that's up and gone. Now here it is and here it ain't.
That's almost like my paycheck whenever I get paid on Friday.
I know the feeling. Brandy spends mine quicker than I do. So anyway, all right, let's go to some pictures here. Let's go to this number one picture. It's the island.
Well, there's like an island to me.
Now you say, well, what's the island doing on this thing?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something. Here in this island, that's just a picture. But we're going to discuss the island of Bermeja, Bermeja. Now, it was discovered back in 1539 by Alonso de Santa Cruz. It's at the Gulf of Mexico at the Yucatan Peninsula. We like to cruise a lot, so we head down there to the Yucatan quite often. And there's an island set down there, and you say, well, what's important about that island? Well, that island is a point of reference determining certain portions of Mexico and what it sets for. It's also used because you go like 200 miles from that island and out into the nautical miles, and that's determined that, hey, look, those oil wells belong to Mexico. That's very important.
On who gets that money.
On who gets that money. So, you know, that island's been running around since 1539. Now, you know, and you say, well, 1539, that's a long time. It's been documented on maps, 1600s, 1700s, 1800s as a point of reference to Mexico. Ships come in, see the island, and goes up there. Well, guess what? All of a sudden, in 1997, they were doing a survey of that region, and it ain't there.
Just disappeared.
The whole island disappeared. Livestock, everything, the whole thing.
Now, I'm just going to get up there and say it has nothing to do with global warming.
No. You got some people get up there and say, hey, look, it's because of the rise of the sea level and stuff like that.
Nothing to do with that.
Well, if you take a look at the rise of the sea level, it's only been just a foot or two since that particular time. You know, some people get up there and say, well, it's a tectonic shifting of the plates. It shifted down, and the island come up missing from big, massive earthquakes. No.
Well, wouldn't you seen, cows floating, the carcasses washing up all over the place?
You would notice, you'd have, say, all of a sudden we have a big earthquake, and then some ship coming in and say, hey, look, that island's not there no more.
Yeah.
So, you know, this is all of a sudden onset thing. They call it a phantom island. All of a sudden it's just gone.
Yeah.
You know, they got one, even a conspiracy theory saying that, hey, look, the CIA has taken out that island so that somebody else could have claim to that all. You know, the CIA got their hand in everything.
Huh.
But I don't think so. That island was like a point of reference for a bunch of sailing ships, and so
maybe that's where my money went. Maybe I had stock in that island.
You had some stock this lost day?
I had stock in that island in '97.
Just come up missing. All right, now, you know, we're going to go to our next one. Let's take a look here at picture number 2. Uh-oh.
No, that's not number 2. That's a spontaneous dematerialization of objects.
All right,
Well,
so
we can talk about that.
we're going to talk about that.
Since it popped up.
All right.
That seems like that spontaneous materialization of objects.
No, we're talking about dematerialization,
Oh, okay.
which means that it just up and comes up missing.
Hey, John, how you doing?
So anyway, you know, everybody has that. You be sitting over there running around, all of a sudden you lay your car keys down, car keys come up missing. You go over here, John Robert seems to have that same problem with his bank card and his car keys. You know, just something just up and just gone, just come up missing. And then later on he finds it.
Huh.
Well, you know, but we're talking about certain different kinds of things. And here's one, for instance. This guy, 1957, he was an artist named Raymond Bayless. So Raymond Bayless is sitting over there. He's up on stage. He's teaching some students. He's got a chair, an easel. He's got a brush in his hand, and they're all sitting around there looking at him. And he's talking about, you know, we're going to be painting this right here, this right there. And then all of a sudden he drops his brush. Well, lo and behold, he goes down there to get his brush, and it's gone.
He gone?
The whole brush is gone. Everybody, all the students heard the brush hit the ground, hit the stage, and they couldn't find it.
Huh. That's kind of like my cell phone on that west side of that Port Arthur over there whenever I dropped it.
Yeah, it just went up missing.
It come up missing. Nobody found that sucker.
But, you know, it was sitting over there. He had it in his hand. He dropped it. Everybody heard of it.
And it gone.
And then he goes get down there and get it, and it's gone. He's like, hey, everybody, you see where my brush went. Everybody's like, well, the brush ain't there no more. And that's a whole bunch of students sitting there watching Raymond Bayless.
Huh.
You know, we got items that come up missing quite often. You know, people would have, you know, missing keys, missing whatever, stuff just comes up missing. Well, you know, it's the sudden loss of items, and just, you know, and you think, well, you know, surely this happens quite often. Why don't somebody do a study of it?
Well, has anybody done a study on it?
Glad you asked. D. Scott Rogo. That
sounds like a foreign name.
Well, that's the name of this dude. It's Scott D. Scott Rogo.
Where's he from?
he does. Well, I don't remember where he's from, but anyway, it's called, the phenomenon is called spontaneous. Let's go back that picture. Spontaneous dematerialization
Of objects.
of the objects. So anyway, he's done a study, and he come up to, after all his study. Now, if y'all, I didn't have time to just throw out this whole study to you. All right. So, but you can go into Fate magazine, Fate magazine, and you can pull it up back then and look it up. It goes, the study of spontaneous dematerialization. Dematerialization. So anyway, some of the interesting facts that he had about this is, if you want to take a look, the items are usually small. You know, such as car keys, bank cards, paintbrush.
So where do you think he'd go?
Well, you know, he all he did was a study of saying, hey, this is an actual, you know, phenomenon that's going on. And so, and something else interesting too on these items, they're all insignificant. They don't,
like a sock in a dryer?
yeah, they don't change history whatsoever. You know, somebody got up there and all of a sudden the plans of the atom bomb come up missing. You know, just all of a sudden spontaneously left. Then all of a sudden, you know, that would be a significant impact to history. But these are not. Now, you know, they come up to certain things and saying, like, you know, what do you think caused it? Well, you know, some people say it's poltergeist. Some people say they're just somebody just, you know, not really paying attention to what's going on. But, you know, I'm going to tell you right now, I have experienced this where I laid something down, and I'm reasonably sure I laid it down right where it's at. And I go back and it's not there, and then just tear the crap out of everything, and it'd be right there. You know?
Just gone.
Just gone.
Huh.
So now I don't know what it is. You know, and I don't know, you know, his study that he did on spontaneous dematerialization just come up with saying that, hey, look, there is a phenomenon of this. He didn't have any kind of answers. So now you got, let's go to, now we got some, if you want to flip that coin to the other thing, we got all of a sudden spontaneous appearances of items. You know, like
well, the Navajo Indians would just get up there and say that coins would appear.
yeah. Now we was over at a conference not too long ago. Well, I guess it was about 6 months ago. I guess
Maybe a year.
maybe a year.
Yeah.
And they was talking about they'll be just walking down, all of a sudden a coin just randomly just fall right out of the sky, and there's a coin. Now I don't know what coins got to do with it, but it's not just coins. People had stuff like coal, keys. Interesting thing, I was looking just to see if they ever had anything pop up, just out of curiosity. There was candy, but there was no candy. You know, you don't want to have the spontaneous, you know, thing of candy. So it has to be some type of hard material item that, kind of an insignificant item, like a coin. When they was talking about coins, they were talking about like nickels, dimes, quarters,
Copper,
like that.
copper coins.
Copper coins and stuff.
It never was a solid gold ruble or you know, or Krugerrand or nothing.
No.
You know, it was always like a copper coin.
All right. So now you're gonna get up.
Oh, touch that, I guess. Uh-oh.
So you get up there and you say, "All right, John, what do we do when this kind of stuff happens?
What do we do?
What do we do?" Well, glad you asked.
What we gonna do about that?
All right. So we gonna go to, watch this, the unexplained phenomena, the weird science database, vanishing and reappearing objects.
Well, let's go there.
So you want to get up there and say, look, I have got this, no messing around. My keys have just been disappeared and reappeared out of thin air. You know, well, let's track that. Let's go to this site, the weird science database of the vanishing and reappearing objects. And if you go to the website, now this is some letters here, so be sure to copy this down. AMASCI.com.
Now, hold on a minute.
AMASCI.com. And then you get, there's a whole bunch of different weird science stuff that you go over here that you can list through if you go to that. And then if you want to do that little, what do they call it, little slash thing, that little hash thing up there, then you go to weird science.
Sorry.
But data, data of the vanishing, the stuff that we just said.
Vanishing.
So, but you go to AMASCI. If you want to know how the easiest thing to it, go AMASCI.com. And that's where you get up there and register. Now, if it's a big significant item, like, hey, all of a sudden, my teapot just come up missing. Right off the, right.
Let me see if this will work. Now keep talking.
So if like a big item comes up missing or something that's really, really strange that just reappears and appears, the one thing that you really should be thinking about is, hey, is those guys over there at All Things Paranormal going to want to be interested in that? What?
Right. That ain't really all that swell.
It's not real good.
How about?
That's not real good either.
That's not
That's
good.
partly. AMASCI.
How about that right there?
Yeah, you can't see it. It's got a big flash on it.
All right.
See. So anyway, contact us, and we can come out there and take a look.
Yeah, we want to check it out.
We want to do some stuff like some EVPs, some EMF meters, mainly EMF, see if it's got any type of electronic magnetism going on. Maybe even some, if you think it might be some aliens, maybe a little Geiger counter and stuff, see if it's got any type of radioactive stuff. Now this brings in some other subject here. I'm just going to throw this little piece of tidbit information out there. And you say, why do you want a Geiger counter to check out, see if there's aliens? Well, if you're out there running around on aliens out in outer space, you're going to get hit with some type of radioactive stuff from the sun. When scientists are up there in space, and astronauts and stuff, they are absorbing certain amounts of radioactivity. But anyway, that's a side note. Let's go to something else here. All right, let's go to our next one. How we doing on time?
We're good. Keep going.
All right. So our next one will be. You know what that looks like? That looks like somebody just spontaneously disappearing.
So
That's a technical term.
Has that been happening?
Spontaneous disappearing. Well, I'm glad you asked that. Because it sure has been happening. I'm not going to throw them all out there.
Well, let's give an example of one or two.
But we're going to have a couple examples. Because, if you want to go down there and look at it, mysterious people vanishing, then, you'll have, if you Google that, you'll have a list a mile long. But some of the ones that I thought was pretty, right off the bat, that I thought was pretty cool. In 1760, in the English town of Shepton Mallet, now this is over in England, we had Owen Parfitt, Parfitt, he just come up missing. Now, with Owen Martin, he didn't get around so well. In fact, they had to carry him in and out of the house. So he was, he was pretty daggum weak.
And so he just come up missing?
So every day somebody would pick him up, put him in front of the house. Everybody come walking by, because he didn't drive back in. This is 1760. Everybody come walking by, look over there. Hey, what's up, Owen? And he waved back everything because he wasn't in the best of health. He'd probably make a little, But anyway,
Like one of them things?
Yeah, well,
yeah.
And so anyway, everybody's seen him. And the next thing you know, somebody's walking back. Well, what happened to Owen? Gone. So he was. People said, well, let's go try to find Owen because he can't,
It ain't like he just got up and run off.
He ain't got up and run off. They looked around, looked all over the house. They had a big, massive search.
Hey, Annie.
Hi. So anyway, they had a big, massive search, and they couldn't find him. But they know he was sitting there all day because nobody brought him in. And they looked to the house, they looked out in the fields, they looked everywhere. And, you know, who's going to take some invalid old dude sitting there, you know, that ain't, you know, back in, they ain't got any money, you know. And all he did was, and so he just up and vanished. And he said, well, you know, now that's back to 1760. Well, let's come a little bit farther.
Yeah, is there anybody newer? Closer to our
Well,
time?
I'm gonna stop back here in the olden days because you know, be honest with you, once I got these two, I'm like, well, you know, that's a whole, it could be a whole different research group there that we could talk about. But we're gonna throw another one out there. Now, you know, when you got people you're dealing with, you got certain people who are important. All right, you got like judges and senators and stuff like that. Well, we got a British diplomat. This guy right here is one of you know diplomats. They do diplomatic stuff and to talk to people of the government and stuff like that. Well, this is kind of an important person. So anyway, he's riding on a stagecoach. It's 1809. So he's riding on a stagecoach, and they said, okay, we got to get different horses. Y'all go into the restaurant. They didn't call it a restaurant back then, I don't think. But anyway, they said, y'all go get y'all something to eat, and we're going to change the horses out. So him and his aide went into the place. They were sitting down eating, just, you know, tearing it up. And after they got through, he gets up there and says, well, I'm going to head back to the stagecoach. So the aide gets over there and says, okay. So gets up, walks up there. He's walking into the stagecoach.
Hey, Robert.
Climbs into the stagecoach. And somehow the door got closed. The aide opens the door, and this British diplomat is gone.
Huh. Well, now
Gone.
You know, there's all the time there is missing people just comes up everywhere without a trace. I mean, all the time. They're just, you know, you go up there and they're just missing. You know, they can't find a reason why they're missing or anything else. I mean, it just happens all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
So, you know, we got, you know, now we know you got bad things happen to people, stuff happen, people get kidnapped, stuff like that. But we're talking about somebody sitting there, you watching them, and all of a sudden,
yeah, gone.
Just like you know, David Copperfield and all that kind of stuff. You know, just up, boom, gone.
Gone. Missing.
So you know, and I could go into more and more.
Yeah.
You know, so
we only got a few more minutes.
Oh.
So here we go. Remember, we still got our cast to call out. Y'all got any problems, y'all give us a holler. 550-738, 409-550-7384.
That's us.
And 409-239-3437.
At nighttime, please text.
Yeah. Now, man, I don't want to get up there and harp on a situation. I really don't want to do it. But, man, this nut over there that wants to go down there, and I think he done rescinded his thing about invading Area 51 or whatever. I think he said, hey, y'all don't do it or whatever, but I think it done grown way above and beyond what he can. Man, y'all don't do it.
I think everybody wants to go down. But if you do, I'm going to just throw this out there. If you decide to just get up there and go all
animalistic or whatever. And just go.
If you get up there and start hollering, freedom!
Yeah, and you know, just film it for us.
Put it on live Facebook.
Yeah, if you all just get up there and just decide just to go, just to get up there and just to do it. You know,
here's how you do it.
This is, you know, to get up there and do it like that. You know, I mean, it's.
Just watch that again. That's funny.
I mean, just do. I mean, I just don't, man, just.
And this is the guy that started it.
This is the dude that started all of it.
His name was
whatever.
I can't remember now.
I don't even want to
Maddie something.
Yeah, I mean, just man, y'all be careful. I mean, don't go down there messing with the military. I mean,
but if you do, please film it live.
Film it live, and make sure you wear an All Things Paranormal shirt. If you're gonna go down there and you know buy a shirt. Send us the video. We might refund your money.
Yeah, if we got a video of you storming the castle,
yeah,
we'll send you your money back.
That's right. If you give us the video,
even the shipping.
That's right. You know, but I mean, check this out, dude. I mean, I've been rehearsing this. I mean, I've been trying, And I'm trying to do it because just in case, you know, I
You got to do the matting.
I got to do the matting. Let me make sure all the tables are out of the way and stuff and all that. But I just, you know, I just gotta.
You got to do the matting.
I mean, I just gotta do it,
Dude.
I can't help it. I mean, it's gotta. I can't. I mean, it's got to be done. You know. I mean, it's.
You know, now
done.
since our show has made a turn for the worse, I think we're gonna probably just cut this off right here.
Man, we just can't. You know, I mean, it's. I mean, come on, man. I mean,
Man, you know, it. Once again, if you got anything, let us know, and then all of a sudden now you're gonna try to bring it back, and there it is.
Yeah, let's just leave it like as it is.
Leave it like it is. Anyway, this is John.
It's Don.
All things paranormal.
Paranormal.